Good afternoon, everybody. I wish you would join with your video. Unless I see your smiling faces, I could not get any energy to speak. I am far from you, you know. It needs energy to send my voice up to you. So your smiling faces really help me providing the energy. So my dear children, last time we discussed about the fable. If you remember about, Niranjan sir suggested me the two characters Ramsey and George C. I said that time, and that's name, especially pronunciation is Tom Ramsey and George Ramsey. Our host teacher Niranjan suggested me because he watched in serial and he found that pronunciation there. Although in our typical term we say Ramsey and George C, but its technical name is G, Ramsey, right? So please follow this one. It is what I believe that sometimes I learn from the students too, right? So I shared the idea with you right now. So let me begin the same unit today. I'm not moving to next unit, but in the same unit, we have different aspects. This time we are talking about the free writing. This is very, very important in our course, and this is prescribed in our written section or writing section. Especially in English, we study 4 skills: speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Under that writing skill, we are provided 2 types of questions. One is guided writing, one is free writing. So we discussed guided writing in our previous class. We discussed guided writing. Under that guided writing, dialogue and the story formation. We discussed about those things, and describing or discussing formally as a debate, that is also under that topic. So that free writing, right? We are talking here essay writing. In free writing, we have specially 2 items: letter writing and essay writing. I'm pretty sure that you discussed and you learned about letter writing in your grade 9, but don't bother about it. We'll be talking about letter writing too in our next class, not in this class. But today I'm talking about the essay writing, and this is under free writing, and this is question number 7, right? This question is asked in question number 7. So let me share my screen now. So dear students, this is the 6th class, I think, if I'm not wrong, right? So let's go to this class. So very frankly speaking, I'd like to go to Adit Ghale. Could you please tell us what is your understanding regarding the essay? Adit Ghale.
Yes, sir.
Could you please share your ideas on the issue essay? What do you understand by essay?
I simply understand it as free writing, what we imagine, what we taste, what we think about our future plans, our daily habit like that.
Great idea. Let me move to Mr. Amir Khadka. Could you please tell us about that?
So essay is a short written description, or essay is a short written description about on a particular subject, or what we think.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So after Amir Khadka's description, I'd like to move forward. Just see, this is a short definition of essay that I prepared. I don't say this is an authentic definition. This is not the final one. You might add other things. You might make it different too, right? So this is the definition from my side. I believe on it. right? And all these things your friends included. Your friends made clear about these things. And then a dictionary defines essay in this way. See the thing, this is the definition that I picked out from a dictionary. Just see here. And then after getting the definition of essay, no matter whatever the people make the opinion regarding the essay, we have to understand that it's a kind of a piece of composition, piece of writing based on certain information or using certain facts, examples, statistics, or descriptions. That is formal piece of writing, nothing more than that. And my dear children, when we have to talk about the definition, we don't need to bother about the definition here, but we need to learn the procedures to make our writing effective and full of message or worth reading or full of information. So that is what we expect from a writing or a piece of writing. So let me move to essay. So Dennis Vikram Thapa, could you please tell me the types of essay? How many types of essays do we find? Dennis Vikram Thapa, if you are with
Yes,
us,
sir.
could you
Yes,
please
sir.
tell us how many types of essays do we find?
I don't know, sir.
Miss Eriga Khadka, do you have idea?
Sir, I think formal and informal essay.
Thank you very much. Let me move to Mr. Sandesh Dotel. Do you have any idea regarding the types of essays?
No, sir.
No idea. So what about Dipsona Giri?
So don't know.
Oh, no idea. So now I have seen Miss Kiran Ghale on the screen. Kiran Ghale, may I know?
Yes, sir.
May I know the types of essays?
So maybe narrative and informative.
Yeah, very good. Narrative, informative. That's all.
I don't know of others.
Okay,
Just-
thank you very much. Voluntarily, anybody, if you wish to share the idea, voluntarily, anybody.
Sir, 10 types of essay.
10
types of essay.
10 types of essays.
So 4 types, sir.
Four
Four
types
types.
of essays.
Narrative,
Okay.
descriptive, expository, persuasive.
Persuasive.
Wow, great. Narrative, persuasive,
Descriptive.
descriptive,
Expository.
and
Compare and
expository
contrast.
essays. It's okay. Whatever is our stance. Let's see. The first one is narrative essay, right? This essay is simply about telling a story, our experience of life, right? We don't need to talk about anything here. Here we talk about the experiences of life, what we have experienced. In the narrative essay, what we find is that the use of first person pronoun I. We find their I. And it makes a conclusion using the personal feelings, personal emotions, personal experiences, personal ideas. And this is very, very easy type of essay to write. See the thing, this is very easy. And naturally, we could call it telling a story, or reporting a story, narrating a story, right? This essay is usually used in the form of writing by the junior students. It's not for you. Be careful, my dear children. It's for junior ones. It does not mean that you don't need to write it. You can write it. Our book is talking about the particular essays. If we go through the book, if we go through the essay, get these things described in a different way, right? But this is what I found noteworthy to give you, right? So let me go to second type. This is descriptive essay. This is just like a picture. A picture is painted there, and after looking that picture, we might describe. Let me give you an example here. The picture by Leonardo da Vinci, the most famous picture of Mona Lisa. The picture is same, the painter is same, but the descriptions are different. Somebody finds the same picture with the mild smile of Mona Lisa. Somebody finds in the same picture, Mona Lisa is in the pensive mood. Somebody finds the same picture, Mona Lisa is in sad mood. What's the reality then? So it's simply used to describe a certain person, place, object, or any special significant memories. See the things. We make these things. And my dear children, descriptive essay is a kind of informative essay. It gives information, and it should not be based on description for the sake of description. It should communicate with the readers, and it's similar to narrative essay. But the difference is that in this essay, in this type of essay, we don't use first person pronoun. See the difference. So mostly what we practice in our life is writing descriptive essay. Whenever you are asked to write an essay on certain topic, you will begin writing descriptive essay. And everybody finds easy to write descriptive essay. We've been writing descriptive essay. We are accustomed or familiar to descriptive essay. See the things. And even in the descriptive essay, by the use of certain dictions, certain words, we make a very deep meaning, and we have to clarify our readers from the ambiguous sentences or ambiguous meaning, and that should appeal the sensory parts of readers while reading the descriptive essay. We should lead them to that level. We should rise the certain thought, certain feelings in their mind when we are writing the descriptive essay. So next type is the expository essay. In this type of essay, we simply talk about the facts, figures, and based on our examples, statistics. We need to be very much careful about these things in expository essays. And while writing the expository essays, we must give the information, sorted information, and sometimes we write the essay based comparison and contrast, and the essay based on cause and effect. These types of essays are basically categorized under the expository essays. See the thing? And to write an expository essay, it needs research, the facts, the figures, the examples that should be used properly, that should be universally accepted ones. We can't make hypothetical data there. We can't use hypothetical ideas there. See the thing? And then we are even not allowed to use our personal feelings and emotions there. And we are not allowed to use the first person pronoun there. Whereas in narrative essay, we can use personal feelings, emotions, and we must use first person pronoun. See the differences here. These are the basic or the root differences in this type of essays. And this is the third one. And what about moving to the fourth one? See at this essay. Persuasive essay. Generally, persuasive essay, that I have written the subtitle, Convince Me. Whenever you are writing a persuasive essay, you have to convince your reader. My dear children, whenever you are writing an essay, think that your reader is your teacher. When I'm writing the essay here, my readers, here, you know, my readers are only the students. If I write my essay for the public purpose, my readers are the global citizens. At that time, I have to think in that way. I have to think globally. In one important thing I would like to tell you, that whenever we are writing, we must consider our readers. We must think about our readers. Whether our readers are capable to understand that, or our readers are incapable to understand. This is the point. And while writing the essays, the use of jargons, please avoid that. Ambiguous ideas, means having double meaning, avoid that. Make your writing straightforward. See the thing. And make your ideas, logic, examples. If you take somebody's opinion, that also you can write there, right? So that must be very much relevant in your writing. Finally, I would like to give you one term that I have not mentioned in the slide. I believe that you could write there. Capital, all the letters should be written in capital. Safer. S-A-F-E-R. Safer. S-A-F-E-R. Safer. See the things. Very, very basic principle to follow while writing expository essay. It's not too much significant for narrative essay, not for descriptive essay. If it is applicable, you can. But for the expository essay, it's much more essential. And you can use this tool even in your persuasive essay. And I want to tell you what safer means. The letter S stands for statistics. See the thing. The letter S stands for statistics. That means the data. And the second letter A stands for anecdotes. Means very short, relevant story. Sometimes, you know, we are writing an essay on the issue, unity is strength. At that time, what anecdote do we think about? The anecdote, when a stick is given to somebody else, the stick is easily broken. At the same time, the same person, the bundle of stick is given to, the person is unable to break that. It means unity is strength. See the things. That is called anecdote. Some story we jot down there. We link the story there. Short story. Very catchy story. That type of connection is called anecdote. That is a story. Short moral story. And then the third letter F stands for the facts. Whatever the facts that we are unfolding, that we are communicating with our readers, that must be the factual incidents, the facts. And then the fourth letter E stands for examples. See the things, examples. And then the fifth letter R stands for reason. Why do I write? Why do you write? Why does the essayist write that? So essay is written to communicate the message in the form of writing, formal writing. So we must consider the point. Why are we writing this essay? What is the purpose? What is the aim or goal to write that essay? So we must find out it. And our arguments must avoid the equivocation. Equivocation means having a double standard, double meaning, as I said. See the thing that gives the double standard, double meaning. For example, if I give you one example, come to my home tomorrow, you'll find me in grave. See the thing, come to my home tomorrow, you'll find me in grave. The word grave has double meaning. The one meaning is serious, serious in the mood. One meaning is the body, the dead body is buried in the cemetery. See the thing, graveyard, where dead body is buried, that is called grave. See the thing. So this type of ambiguity, having the double meaning, double standard, we have to clear, and do not let your arguments incomplete. Complete it and make your position correct. And why are you taking that position? You have to be very much clear about it. So this is what we have to follow while writing the essays. Basically, expository essays and persuasive essays are challenging type of essays for us to write. Very least of the people choose these two types. Those who love taking challenges, they choose these two types. And those who write on these two types, they are the really effective and remarkable essayists. See the thing, descriptive essay and narrative essay particularly is designed for junior sections, lower secondary level. Persuasive essays and expository essays are designed for the secondary level, for you people. See the things. So I believe that after reading this essay, you could find yourself in the challenging stage, and you could start, you could love taking the challenges in your life. So if you go through your book, in page number 31, there is one essay given. See the thing, relevance of involving the school graduates in community service. This is the title of the essay. So the topic itself sounds like convincing or persuasive essay. See the things, how it would be relevant to involve school graduates in community service. We should convince our reader. So there must be the logic, there must be the points, or there must be the opinions or examples that could satisfy us. See the thing, and you can go through that. But I am not taking that essay here. I have prepared my own essay here, my original essay, right? So we will see that. So these are the simple formats of essay, format of essay. Just see, you know this. I don't spend much more time here. So these are the connectives that we use while writing essays. How do we connect our sentences? These are the connectives. There are many more connectives. Look at these connectives and follow this. I will upload this slide in Google Classroom. So please take the slide from there and find the connectives. See, for the time, for the additional information, for order, sequence, and these are used to write the essays in different types, So these are the connectives. You could see these parts are used. How many connectives I have given? I have omitted others also. There are more, but I have not used all. And finally, in your conclusion, how to write it. This comes for conclusion. And what you have to do while preparing essay, look at this. How can we make the essay effective? First of all, we have to take a topic, but you are fortunate guys, you've given the topic in your exam. If you are writing freely at home, you can pick the topic yourself, you can choose. The freedom is given you. And please have a brainstorm on the topic and fix your goal. Why do you want to write this essay? And try to make convincing ideas, analyze your ideas and describe them or tell your story. When you describe, see, when you convince, that becomes persuasive essay. When you analyze, that becomes expository essay. When you describe, it becomes descriptive essay. When you tell a story, that becomes narrative essay. I've used 4 types very briefly so that you could understand easily. And make your outline. Some of the people write listing the main points. Some of the people make the diagrams, and with the help of the diagrams, they spread 3 diagrams and they make the different ideas on different bubbles, and on the basis of importance and in a sequence they jot down those ideas. And then the most important thing is that you have to make a thesis statement. After writing thesis statement in your introduction, thesis statement comes at the last part of your introduction paragraph, first paragraph, the last sentence. Usually it is in the last or second last sentence. And you describe the things in your essay body. And then that is same thing, write the introduction. That means while writing introduction, we give the definition, usually talk about the things, talk about the issue. That is what. And then finally we use the conclusion, and don't write more sentences in your conclusion. 3 to 5 strong sentences are recommended, right? So finally you can use the editing part. Look at your grammar, look at your sequence, your supporting sentences and paragraphs, organizations. This is just for editing part, right? If you look at all these things, you could find your essay fantastic. And before going to the queries, let me go to the example of essay. Okay, so let me share. This is my essay, my dear children. This is just for an example, right? COVID-19, its effect. I've chosen the topic. Look at the first sentence that is in different color. That is the simply definition of COVID-19. You could read out. Is it readable? Okay. Then the last sentence is the thesis statement of this sentence. Sorry, essay. I've not talked to more things there, right? Do you see only 3 sentences are there? Am I right? 3 sentences only in introduction. And then look at this. It has caused a serious threat on psychological, social and economic aspects of human life in Nepal. If this is thesis statement, then in this essay, we are not talking more than psychological aspect, social aspect and economic aspects of human life. We are not talking anything else. We are only talking about the effect, okay? We are not talking anything else. Look at this, right? And then the first sentence of this paragraph is called the topic sentence. And within this sentence, the whole paragraph is revolved. The sudden outbreak of any adverse situation naturally disturbs the human psychology. It is only talking about how human psychology is disturbed by this COVID-19. That's all, right? So you could see here, you could see, you could read this yourself, okay? I'm not going to read out here. I'm going to the third paragraph. The epidemic has adverse effect on various social aspects of human life. First paragraph talked about psychological aspect. Second paragraph talked about social aspect. How social aspect has been affected. Should see there. And how it has been narrowed. This is what we call. And then third paragraph of body paragraph. Third paragraph of body paragraph naturally talks about economic aspect of human life. See the thing. And only three things we were planning to talk. If we go through the introductory paragraph, do you believe? And if we completed these things, it means, look at this thesis statement. It has caused a serious threat on psychological, social, and economic aspects. It has been designed to talk about only three aspects of our life. And we have already discussed these three aspects, means our essay is almost complete. Do you believe it? What is described inside that you could learn by looking the first sentence of each paragraph. See the things. This is the conclusive paragraph. This is the conclusion. And conclusion is nothing. That's simply the re-emphasizing or rewriting of the thesis statement. Hence, the uprising goblin situation has devastated the psychological, social, and economic aspects of human life. This is how an essay is completed. My dear children, so now it's time to move. Any queries? This is time to any queries, okay? So I did not use that slide. I used that essay in Word. Therefore, I could show you easily. So my dear children, let's go to discussion class now then. Let's go. If you have any queries, you could begin. Could you please? If you have any questions. So thank you very much, my dear children. I hope you enjoyed this class. That's all, today's class. And we discussed about writing an essay. I believe that you have understood the things, how to make an effective essay and how should we compose the essay in an effective way. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Stay healthy. Stay safe.